What happens if the people you thought you knew best were secretly living completely different lives for years? Behind the glamour, success, and public attention, sometimes lie challenging personal journeys that few people get to see. In today's video, we'll explore true stories of self-discovery, pivotal life-turning points, and how people confront the truth about themselves. These are emotionally rich stories about family, courage, and the desire to live authentically, even in the face of adversity. If you find this content meaningful, please like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel to support me. Thank you for watching. Caitlyn Jenner's journey, from Bruce Jenner to the person she is today, is not simply a story of personal transformation, but also a symbol of courage, authenticity, and self-acceptance. It's a long, reflective process with meaning that transcends the confines of a single life. Before the world knew Caitlyn, Bruce Jenner was a sports legend, winning the gold medal in the decathlon at the 1976 Montreal Olympics and seen as a role model of strength, willpower, and discipline. However, behind that glamour lay an inner life filled with internal conflicts that few could recognize. From a young age, Caitlyn experienced indescribable emotions, drawn to women's clothing and imagery, which both provided comfort and caused her distress in a society at the time that was still marked by prejudice and restrictions on discussing gender identity. To adapt, Bruce poured all her energy into sports, seeing it as an escape and a way to assert herself. However, even at the peak of her career, a sense of inner conflict silently persisted. In her personal life, she had built a family, becoming a husband and father. Her first two marriages ended in divorce, and then her marriage to Kris Jenner brought her back into the spotlight through the reality TV show Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Despite her outward success and fame, questions about her true identity lingered for many years. At age 65, Caitlyn made the decision to publicly come out about her gender transition. This information initially surprised her family, but they gradually accepted it with love and support. In 2015, Caitlyn made her official public appearance on the cover of Vanity Fair magazine, marking a major milestone and sparking much discussion about the right of transgender people to live authentically. If you find this video meaningful, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel to support me. Thank you for watching. Laverne Cox has become one of the most prominent and widely respected voices in the movement to raise awareness and promote acceptance for the transgender community. Many viewers first knew her through her nuanced portrayal of Sophia Bursett in the hit series Orange is the New Black. But before becoming a familiar face on screen, Laverne's journey was built on years of self-discovery, perseverance, and unwavering determination. Born and raised in Mobile, Alabama, Laverne grew up in an environment where traditional gender norms remained strong and rigid. From a young age, she felt different, naturally inclined towards things often labeled as feminine. This led her to face misunderstandings and bullying throughout her childhood. However, those difficult experiences didn't break her. On the contrary, they contributed to shaping her inner strength and willpower. As a child, dancing became one of her most important passions, both a way to express herself and a way to find joy and release. Over time, Laverne decided to leave Alabama for New York, where she hoped to pursue her artistic career and continue her journey of self-discovery. A major turning point in her career came when she took on the role of Sophia Bursett, a breakthrough role that brought the image of transgender people closer to a global audience. Beyond showcasing her acting abilities, Laverne also contributed to a deeper understanding and empathy for the transgender community through her character. Besides her acting career, she has also become a positive voice in promoting equality and raising social awareness. Laverne often emphasizes the importance of being recognized and loved for oneself, while spreading the message that transgender people are beautiful people. If you find this video meaningful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel to support me. Thank you for watching. When Sonny and Cher welcomed their daughter Chastity in 1969, They could not have imagined the tumultuous and challenging journey ahead. Growing up in the spotlight of fame and public attention, Chastity always appeared confident. However, deep inside, she carried profound anxieties about her gender identity. Although raised as a girl, she gradually realized that this didn't fully reflect her true self. This internal conflict persisted throughout her adolescence and adulthood, leaving her feeling lost and emotionally overwhelmed. For years, Chastity tried to conform to societal expectations, but the feeling of not belonging always lingered. In the late 2000s, she made a pivotal decision: to begin her transition and live under the new identity of Chaz Bono. This wasn't a sudden change, but the result of a long process of reflection, internal struggle, and considerable anxiety and public attention. Around age 40, Chaz began his transition, which included hormone therapy and necessary medical interventions. Looking back at his past, he shared that those memories were difficult to confront, as they brought back a time when he didn't truly feel at peace with himself. However, over time, Chaz gradually found peace and greater confidence in his life. Today, he is a positive voice in the LGBTQ community and also pursues an acting career, appearing in projects such as American Horror Story. Chaz's transition was also a very emotional period for his mother, Cher. She admitted that it wasn't easy to adapt initially, but her love and support for her son have remained constant. If you find this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel to support me. Thank you for watching. Before gaining worldwide recognition as the famous female model Andreja Pejic, she appeared in the fashion industry under the name Andrej Pejic, even as a male model. Andreja made a strong impression with her unique androgynous beauty and her ability to showcase women's clothing with subtlety, softness, and allure. This difference helped her quickly establish her own unique mark in the fashion world. However, behind the glamour and initial success, Andreja faced deep internal conflicts related to her gender identity. Born in Bosnia and Herzegovina and raised in Australia, she grew up in an environment where gender norms were often quite traditional and clearly defined. From a young age, Andreja recognized the difference in her emotions and preferences, while still trying to meet the expectations placed on her as a male. During her teenage years, her distinctive appearance opened up many opportunities in the fashion industry, but also subjected her to considerable prejudice, misunderstanding, and bullying. Fashion gradually became a safe haven, where her androgynous beauty was not only accepted but also celebrated and appreciated. However, career success could not completely erase the lingering internal conflicts. By 2014, the desire to live authentically became stronger than ever. Andreja made the decision to transition after careful consideration, accepting the risks that could affect her career. She later shared that this journey was undertaken cautiously, with thorough psychological preparation and necessary medical support. After the transition, Andreja's career not only remained uninterrupted, but continued to flourish. She became one of the first transgender models to gain widespread recognition from major fashion magazines, appearing in numerous prestigious publications such as GQ Portugal. Andreja Pejic's story is a testament to the power of perseverance, courage, and living authentically, regardless of circumstances or the times in life. If you find this video meaningful, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to support me. Fallen Fox's story is a powerful journey, reflecting her unwavering determination, courage, and desire to live authentically in the modern world of sports. As an MMA fighter, her journey isn't just about the octagon. It's a story of overcoming prejudice and opening doors to diversity in sports. Born and raised in Toledo, Ohio, Fallen quickly realized she felt different from those around her. Like many in the transgender community, she faced confusion, loneliness, and a lack of understanding, especially in an environment where support was limited. Family and life challenges further complicated her journey of self-discovery. After transitioning, Fallen made history by becoming one of the first openly transgender fighters to compete professionally in MMA. Her appearance immediately attracted significant attention from the media and the public, besides praise for her courage. She also faced much debate surrounding the issue of fairness in sports, creating a broad and multifaceted discussion about inclusion in modern sports. Despite facing pressure and conflicting opinions, Fallon continued to train, compete, and share her story openly. She hopes to affirm that all athletes, regardless of gender identity, deserve respect and equal opportunities to showcase their talent. Fulton Fox's story extends beyond sports into a larger dialogue about identity, fairness, and acceptance in society. If you find this video meaningful, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel to support me. Jazz Jennings has become one of the most prominent and recognizable faces in discussions about gender identity, particularly stories related to the upbringing of a transgender child. Her story first gained national attention at a very young age. At 6, Jazz captured media attention through a memorable interview with journalist Barbara Walters. Despite her young age, she was able to articulate her identity clearly, asserting that she identified as female, even though she was identified as male at birth. From her early years, Jazz displayed a very strong sense of self. She would gently but firmly correct her family's use of male pronouns, demonstrating clarity in her self-perception. Unlike many others who face opposition, Jazz was fortunate to be born into a loving and understanding family. Her parents and siblings have always been there for her, creating a safe and supportive environment where she could grow up with confidence and self-esteem. As she matured, Jazz decided to share her journey more openly with the public through the reality TV show I Am Jazz on TLC. Viewers had the opportunity to see her life authentically, including both the challenges and the progress she made on her personal journey. The show also contributed to raising social awareness about transgender youth and the important role of family support. In 2014, Time magazine honored Jazz as one of the most influential young people in the transgender community, recognizing the positive impact she made from a very young age. Beyond her media activities, she has also become a positive voice, encouraging people to live authentically. Jazz often emphasizes that each person's identity comes from within, and no one has the right to define it for them. Her story continues to inspire many, showing that understanding, acceptance, and love within the family can create positive and lasting changes in a person's life. Carmen Carrera first gained public attention as a standout contestant in Season 3 of RuPaul's Drag Race, where she quickly impressed with her captivating presence and striking image, while the show brought her closer to the general public. It was only the beginning of a deeper and more meaningful personal journey. After participating in the show, Carmen made a life-changing decision to begin her transition and live authentically as a transgender woman. This was a major turning point, not only changing her personal life, but also bringing her story into broader social and cultural discussions. This journey was not easy. Like many transgender people in the public sphere, Carmen faced scrutiny, misunderstandings, and considerable criticism. However, she remained steadfast in her choice, pursuing her goal of living authentically, while simultaneously contributing to increased understanding within the transgender community. Carmen has spoken out about issues related to language use that she considers inappropriate or disrespectful to the community, including some terminology appearing in reality television shows. Her proactive expression of her personal views demonstrates courage and a desire to build a more open, respectful, and inclusive environment. In the years that followed, Carmen Carrera developed a modeling career, participating in numerous international fashion shows and appearing in major campaigns. Alongside her career, she continued her social activism, using her voice to promote equality and respect. Carmen's story reflects both a journey of personal transformation and an advancement in social awareness, demonstrating how presence and authenticity can contribute to deeper understanding between people. These stories also emphasize the crucial role of empathy, especially from family and loved ones, in helping individuals find balance and thrive in their own way. Ultimately, they remind us that it's never too late or too early to be true to ourselves, and that understanding between people always begins with listening and respect. Thank you for watching the video. If you found the content meaningful, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to support me. See you in the next videos.